All right, this is the continuation of the previous video on NotebookLM audio tool. Okay, in the first video, I introduced the NotebookLM audio tool and how to use the critique tool within Notebook Audio to critique a research article. Okay, in the second part of the video, I'm going to show you how to configure the debate tool within NotebookLM overview to get two AI tools to debate a research article. So you can utilize the tool for any document, can be a chapter of a book, a new book, or you can use the tool to get yourself prepared for your, if you're a PhD student, you can use the debate tool to prepare for your PhD thesis defense. So I find this tool very, very useful for that area as well. Okay. Okay, as soon as you open your NotebookLM, you'll have something like this. So you have list of previous notebooks that you have created. Okay, this is my NotebookLM. Now, one thing I would like to show you is that Google is now including NotebookLM or integrated into Google Gemini. So if you look on the top left-hand side, you see the name NotebookLM has now been changed to Gemini Notebook. So it doesn't matter which tool you're using. If you open Google Gemini, you'll see your notebooks listed there. So I'm going to show you how that looks in Google Gemini. So this Gemini AI app. So you look down, you see new notebook under notebooks. So you can create new notebooks. So whatever notebook you create in Google Gemini, you also see the same notebook that I've created listed in Notebook LM or the new name Gemini Notebook. So you see this notebook that I've created here, Generative AI in Education. If I go to Google Gemini, I'll see the same notebook there. Okay. So below notebooks, you can see Generative AI in Education. So if I click there, I'll see the same thing that same document that I uploaded last time. So it will be listed here. So you see one source here. If I go back to NotebookLM or Gemini Notebook, I can see the same notebook here. Okay. To create a new notebook, on the top right-hand side, you can click on this, create a new notebook and give it a name. Okay, I'm going to open the same notebook that I used in the first video. Okay, in that video, I configured the audio tool for the two AI experts to critique a small research done in the School of Business, UPNG, on students' usage of generative AI. Okay, now in this second part of the video, I'll also configure the debate tool to get two AI experts to debate the research article. So this research article is also from UPNG, conducted by one of the senior lecturers in the School of Humanities and Social Science. But this time, she has a team of academics from other schools, like School of Medicine, were also involved in that research. So we'll get the two experts to debate this research article. So in this new research article here, it involves the whole university, including other schools, not only School of Humanities, but all the 5 schools were engaged in this research. So we'll get the two AI experts to debate this research article. So the lead researcher is from School of Humanities and Social Science, and she has research team members from other schools working with her. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Add Sources on the left-hand side. Click there and go down and click on Upload Files. And then I'm going to look for that article. So it's in this folder here, Sample Critic folder. Okay, let's look for that. Okay, this is the document. So I'm going to upload this. So we'll wait for the file to be uploaded. And then we go to the audio tool to configure. Okay, so file is now being uploaded. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the audio tool here. Now I'm not going to click straight on audio. I'm going to click on the show button on the right hand side. And then I'll bring up this one here. So here you have a number of options here. You can click on this one for deep dive into the article overview. The second one is a brief summary. Or if you want a quick voice or audio overview of the article, you can select this. Okay, this is the one that I used in the first video, Critic, where I engaged these two experts to predict the research article. Now, in this video here, we're going to configure this tool to get two AI experts to debate the generative AI research conducted at the University of Papua New Guinea. Okay, so bear with me, and hopefully you'll pick up some tips from this video. Okay, I'm selecting the debate option here, and then I need to select the language. So English is already selected. So on the length of the debate, you can select a short debate or a default one, which is a bit longer. Sources, that's where we need to select the sources. So I did not select the source at the beginning, so I'm going back again to select only one. Okay, so I'm going to deselect this one and select this one for this particular example. Okay, so I'm going to click confirm. Okay, now if you want to add more instruction for the two AI experts to follow and debate in the way that you want, then you need to type in more instructions here, or you can type a prompt here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is add this instruction or prompt already created, already prepared in advance. So I'm going to copy it from here. So you can see the prompt that contains the instruction is very long, because I want the two experts to do as exactly the way I want it to be done. Okay. So just copy this and paste it in there. So that will give more clarity for the two individuals to follow and debate the research article. So I'm going to click on generate, and you can see the progress here. As soon as the debate is done, then you should see the audio file listed here. Okay. So we'll just wait for the AI tool to generate the debate, okay, based on the selected article. Okay, the audio file is now ready. So I'm going to just click on play button here, here, and we'll just listen to a few lines of the debate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it to the and provide a link in the video on YouTube, and then you can open it and listen to it yourself in detail. So we just listen to only a few lines of the debate.
Welcome to the debate. You know, when a systemic shock hits an institution, our first instinct is usually to look for visible damage. Like if a hurricane blows through, you check the roof, right? You check the foundation. But when a technological tsunami sweeps through higher education,
the structural damage isn't immediately visible. It happens silently. You don't see the roof cave in. You just see this, slow, quiet shift in the cognitive habits of thousands of students. And suddenly, assessment policies written just months prior are completely obsolete.
Exactly. It's an invisible shift, and that makes it notoriously difficult to study. But today, we are looking at a piece of research that attempts to measure that exact shift, and it does so with, honestly, remarkable scale.
Yeah, it really does.
We're discussing a 2025 research article titled The Current State of AI Adoption, Competencies, and Attitudes Among University of Papua New Guinea Students, or UPNG. It was published in the Papua New Guinea Journal of Education by Olga Temple, Victor Temple, and Vinu M. Sankara.
And it's just a fascinating snapshot. I mean, it's a large-scale, highly representative empirical study of 949 undergraduate respondents. It captures this explosive adoption of AI, but crucially, it captures it in a significantly resource-constrained academic environment.
Right, which we'll get into.
Yeah. So using a mixed methods online survey, the authors document a massive surge in AI use, deep institutional confusion among the student body, and ultimately, they call for rather radical assessment reform.
So the core question we really need to dig into is what we actually do with this data. We have this massive data set from UPNG. Does this survey provide a definitive, actionable roadmap for higher education to navigate the AI revolution? Because while I see this study as a triumph of high-confidence, empirical research, it accurately diagnoses an acute institutional crisis and offers sound, necessary reforms to protect the core of academic integrity.
The data set is undeniably impressive. You rarely get this kind of access and response rate. But I have to push back immediately on how we interpret that data, because the study leans heavily on self-reported student anxieties to justify what I view as reactionary, overreaching conclusions about cognitive impairment in learning assessment.
Well, let's start with the sheer evidentiary weight of what Temple, and Sankar have achieved here, because you really can't ignore the math. This article fills a critical data vacuum in the South Pacific, and it does so with astonishing statistical rigor. A sample size of 949 students at UPNG gives us a greater than 99.9% confidence level within a plus or minus 5% margin.
Right.
That isn't just an exploratory paper. That is the kind of empirical foundation that forces a dean or a provost to actually sit up and pay attention.
Oh, achieving an N of 949 in this specific context is a logistical and academic triumph. I'm not disputing the statistical confidence of the sample. What I'm questioning is the instrument they use to measure a moving target.
But look at the baseline shift they captured. I mean, in 2024, AI use at UPNG was essentially anecdotal. Academics suspected it was happening, but by the time of this 2025 survey, 56% of students are using AI regularly for their studies.
Yeah.
And they proved that 33% of students are explicitly using AI to generate assignments, even though 71% of them believe doing so is cheating. That exposes a system in absolute crisis. The traditional model of sending a student home with a prompt and grading what they bring back the next week is functionally dead.
Is it dead, or is it just evolving faster than our surveys can track? Let's look at the context of that 949 student sample. The demographic mapping in this paper is excellent. We see a gender parity index of 0.54, which reflects lower female enrollment in these specific programs. But crucially, look at the technology access.
The hardware constraints?
Right, exactly. 58% of these students are relying on average to low-quality smartphones. Desktop ownership is sitting at a mere 10%. We are talking about profound digital barriers. So if 58% of your population is interacting with AI through a low-end mobile phone, what kind of AI interaction are we actually measuring?
Well, to me, that is the aha moment of the entire paper.
Really?
Yeah. That friction is a stress test for the technology itself. Think about what you just said. 10% have desktops. Nearly 60% are on low-end smartphones. If a student is enduring the friction of a small, cracked, low-resolution screen, Dealing with spotty internet in Port Moresby just to use AI to summarize a dense academic text, doesn't that actually provide much stronger evidence of AI's fundamental utility?
Wait, how so?
Because if they were casually browsing it on a high-end desktop in a comfortable library in Boston, it's just a convenience. But here, it's a necessity. Overcoming that immense friction proves that AI is not some luxury software add-on. It has become a...
Okay, the length of the audio itself is a bit long, so I'll stop here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this, and then I'm going to forward the link in the YouTube video, and you can click there, and then you can listen to the overview in your own time. You can also download it and then listen to the debate between those two AI experts. So on the right-hand side, that's where I'm going to click on those three dots on the right side of the audio file. And then I'm going to click on download. And then I'll download in the downloads folder. And later I'll upload it on YouTube, and then you can access it from there. Okay, I hope you picked up some tips from this video. So you can use the audio overview tool, especially the debate that I mentioned earlier. You can use it in different ways. For example, if you're a PhD student, you can upload your PhD thesis, and then get the debate tool to debate your thesis.